Wow. Just wow. I would be lying to you all if I told you that I didn't have to let my heart rate die down a little bit before even attempting to record this instant reaction video. But week 4 of the Dave Campbell's featured game of the week has officially concluded, and the Llano Yellow Jackets topple the San Saba Armadillos 35-31 in one of the most exciting finishes that I have ever seen at a high school football game. So before we get to the madness that was the last 2 minutes of the game, let's start from the top. So our big question coming into this game was, how is an unbelievable San Saba defense that's very disciplined and very defensive mentality throughout the whole team, how was that going to match up against an unbelievable wide receiving core with the Llano Yellow Jackets, some of the best that they've had in many, many years? So we'll start at the first half. Was an offensive shootout. It was tied up 21-21 at halftime. So we're looking around thinking, man, this might end up being a very high scoring game. Some early points by Llano, some turnovers by Llano that led into San Saba being able to convert, and we end with a halftime score of 21-21. Well, then the third quarter rolls out, and it is a defensive showdown, holding each other. No points scored at the end of the third quarter. We get into the fourth quarter, and San Saba starts to roll, and a big portion of that comes from their senior running back, Stone Sears, who last year San Saba was a very passing-heavy offense with Sean O'Keefe, their superstar quarterback. He obviously graduated, so they've transitioned more into that running team, and Stone Sears is a dude. He had 5 different touchdowns tonight. It was absolutely unbelievable. He just had the size on people. He was impossible to stop, and for his size, he is unbelievably quick too. An unbelievable showing by Stone Sears, and so he really started to roll. The San Saba offense started to roll. Some turnovers in the second half were making it kind of, not as exciting as we were thinking it was going to end up. San Saba adds another touchdown in the fourth quarter, and then they add a field goal. That was with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left on the clock. So Llano is getting the ball back, and they're down by 10. Llano then successfully goes all the way down and scores with 1 minute and 16 seconds left. It was a 28-yard pass from Maddox Green to Quincy Prince, their star-studded wide receiver. So they've got 1 minute and 16 left. What are they going to do? They're going to kick the onside kick, and one of the most perfect onside kicks I've ever seen. Took the perfect bounce over the defender and landed directly in the hands of a Llano player. So an unbelievable success on that. They got the ball on their 45 on that onside kick. So at that point, they had 44 seconds, or they had the 1 minute and 16 seconds. And then again, the star-studded receiver, Quincy Prince, does it again at 24 yards, this time from Maddox Green, dropping that back to Quincy. And they take the lead with 44 seconds left. And I've got to go back and talk about, too, the original catch at the 1 minute and 16 second mark with Quincy Prince. He caught it and fell. It ended up kind of bobbling against his leg and was able to recover it. And, I mean, he had his toes down. It was an unbelievable catch in and of itself. That followed by the onside kick, followed by the next touchdown successfully to put them up 35-31. And the Yellow Jackets picked it off right at the end to let the clock expire. But what a game. It was so exciting, and especially when you start getting into the realms of, it was so exciting in the first half with that back and forth. And then you go in and you're thinking, well, shoot, where'd all that offense go? And then bam, in the last couple of minutes of the game, there it all was. But a huge credit goes out to San Saba. Like I said, keep your eye on Stone Sears. He is a very, very good talent on both sides of the ball. Very impressive there for the Armadillos. That will definitely be leading this team come the latter half of the season. On the other side for Llano, they're leaving here 4-0, taking down a state-ranked opponent. Now, of course, it is a classification lower, but taking down a state ranked opponent nonetheless with a very, very impressive squad. So this one was special for me, as you all know, being from Llano, being back at home. Have always loved the town of San Saba as well, but this one was really special, guys. I'm not going to lie about it, but a fantastic showing by both of these teams, and I think that you can expect both of these teams to really start showing out in district play. Don't fall asleep on San Saba or Llano in any stretch of the means. But that'll do it from the 325 out in Llano, Texas. We will be back Monday to break down all of this craziness on Texas Football Today. Bye, guys.